the leader has to do.
Tough job.
It's a tough job, yes it is.
It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
No, point well taken. Also around this, another genuine one which I also struggle on. As an opener, you definitely have a lot of responsibility and you set the tone for the remainder of the game, right? We as a company also, I wouldn't say as an opener, but when we start with concepts, we've always been one of the initial ones to start. So things do not come in as equally and things flow in easy for the later ones to come in and follow the same model. Right? So how do you tackle that pressure of an opener? Because you're setting the tone for the remainder team.
Yeah, look, that's, to start anything is very difficult because you don't know what sort of territory you are in, what sort of conditions you are playing in. That's the hardest part. But the way I have grown up looking at sport or playing the sport is I like to be in the contest. I like to be put in a place where it is slightly difficult. I like those kind of things. I like challenges. I want to be in difficult conditions, difficult situations. That's how I have grown up. Either playing the game or before I started playing, just watching also. I always wanted to be challenged all the time. So that's the hardest part. I know to start because you don't know what the outcome will be. Because it gets easier as you keep playing games after games and then you know the opposition, then you know the conditions. But the hardest is when you start. I think I let my instinct take over when I start the batting and I go with full confidence. That is something, confidence is something that you can't just take it from anywhere. It needs to come from within and that starts from how I train myself before the game, how I practice. Because if I want to play a certain shot in the first over, I have to practice that. And I have to master that shot that, okay, I have full confidence going and playing that shot and executing that shot. So it all starts, I think, not in the game, but before the game, when you train, when you practice. So I think I don't know how I can interconnect this to your question, but I think it's the confidence. So
maybe it's this, that as an opener or as a first mover, that first mover advantage or whatever, it all comes from self-belief. And that self-belief comes from training. That self-belief comes from the work you put in. Correct?
Because if you're trying to execute something, you have to have more than 100% confidence in yourself first. In yourself first and then the others and then the things that you are trying to do. I think if you are confident, if you are more than 100% to whatever you are trying to achieve at the start, I think you've got 90% of the things covered there.
Yeah, that's very true. And we are all very confident with what we started with Finance Plan today. Hope the investors are listening to this.
Absolutely, like you said, when you started you were small. We all start when we are small. But the confidence is something that takes you to the next level. And I think you and obviously your team has so much confidence in where you stand today. Obviously, that tells you something that whatever you started doing, you've done everything right. So
absolutely, and that means a lot. It relates to us. Actually, it's very, very similar because we are also, when you're starting, we don't know the conditions. We may not be perfect, but we are going there confident and we'll give our best. Some minor issues might happen, but we'll of course try and repair them along the way. That's something. Last one on this area was because of this opener, teamwork, but not every time everything goes well. So sometimes things don't go as per the plan. So how important would you say the support of your audience and the public is? Because it never always go the way you want it to. But does it matter if the audience still supports you even when you are not in the best of the times?
Their support is everything. Today what we are and what cricket is in India is because of the support of the people who come to watch the game on the ground and then people who are watching fans, the spectators, those are the guys, those are the people, those are the stakeholders who are so important for this game. And to build that confidence and trust in them, I think, if you keep doing the right things on the field, I'm pretty sure, they understand cricket as well. They know that you cannot always be successful. There will be times where things will not go your way, which happened to us in this World Cup. But what was good to see was the support from the entire country that we got even after losing that final. Was brilliant. Even today, when I meet people, they appreciate what we did in the World Cup, even though we didn't go and win the finals. But the appreciation from the people around was fantastic, and that is what motivates us, to get up and go and do it again. Because you play for all these big tournaments, and when you don't come out on the right side of it, it can be very disappointing, and it can be hard to start doing things again. But it's the support from people around you, people of the country, that motivates you to go and get up again and start doing it again. And you keep trying. At the end, you will find some success.
This is a good time to say, what an amazing job Team India did. I mean, incredible. What a campaign, what a lead up. We were invincible. It was a fantastic campaign. Big kudos to Team India and their leader. How about a big round of applause? Sometimes things don't go our way, and those are the times you expect support. Those are the times and if you got the audience and you've given them all this all the way up to the end, it doesn't matter. At the end, whatever happened, support must continue. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. And this World Cup, not much to say in terms of, I still believe this was the best World Cup that we have ever seen. It was. The way we have played, I can't say more, but I can say in the entire journey, you've seen a lot of World Cups, but doesn't matter winning or losing. This was the best. Even when we lost, it felt that it was just a bad team. You were the best team throughout. The way you have managed it, incredible. I haven't seen a stronger India side before. At least as a cricket fan, I can say that. I think a lot of people actually.
Now, Rohit, we've got some lighter questions not connected to cricket, which have come from the audience, and people know a lot about you, and it's there in the public domain. But here are some questions that might surprise you also. Do you ever shop online?
Always.
Always. Okay. What was your last order and from where? Even second last order will do. Whatever.